I was stuck in Mexico because of COVID. I know it sounds like a dream, but the circumstances leading up to it were anything but. I had to visit a doctor downtown, then called an Uber to take me to the mall for groceries. The Uber driver started driving, then pulled out a second cell phone and began texting. He turned to me and said he wasn't allowed to drop me off at the store's door. He had to drop me off in a parking lot a block away because those were the rules, and his supervisor would be watching to make sure he didn't go to the door. Obviously, that sounded like complete nonsense, and I had a bad feeling something was about to happen. So I lied and told him I knew another Uber driver who I was going to call for a ride instead. In reality, I didn't know anyone, but I texted all the Uber info I had on the driver, including his picture, and posted it on Facebook just in case. By the time we were getting close to the mall, I told him, "My driver friend said what you told me is bullshit and you have to drive me to the door." He just smirked and kept driving. So I added, "I also sent all your info to him, including your picture, and posted it on social media." And that's when his face dropped and he immediately took me to the door. I reported him to Uber, but they didn't do anything. I also reported it to my hotel. When I got back to Canada, I wrote to the Canadian consulate about the experience. They replied and informed me that, as a result of my report, they've amended their travel warnings for Mexico to include a note about the potential for kidnappings, similar to what I experienced.